The Red Sox offense scored 9 runs in the first 3 innings, and Chris Sale threw 6 shutout innings to give Boston a 9-0 victory over the Tampa Bay Rays on Saturday night. Welcome into the Boston Red Sox Newsfeed postgame recap. I'm Jess Thomas reporting for CLNS, a leading online provider of audio-visual coverage for the Boston Red Sox. After a little rough patch last week, with 4 wins in a row, now it appears the Red Sox are back. You know what else is back? Football, which means that FanDuel is back. In fact, tomorrow is the first full slate of games on the NFL schedule. So make sure you get involved with FanDuel with new contests starting every week, which means no busted seasons. There is something for everyone, and lots of contests to choose from, so just pick one, choose your team, and watch your score increase in real time. You can even join our Red Sox Beat Listener League and compete against your Red Sox Beat hosts. Sign up today by going to FanDuel, click the Join Now button, and use my code RedSoxBeat, all one word. You surely won't be disappointed. In this game, the Sox jumped all over Matt Andriese before he could even get settled in. Just like last night when Boston led 3-0 before Tampa even recorded an out, the Sox jumped out to a 2-0 lead prior to an out tonight. Eduardo Nunez led off with a single before stealing second base. Dustin Pedroia lifted a 2-run homer that just cleared the yellow line on the monster for a 2-0 lead. It was Petey's first extra base hit since returning from the disabled list. 2 batters later, Mookie Betts singled. On an attempt to steal second, Rays catcher Jesus Sucre chucked the ball into center field and Betts took third. He would score Boston's third run when Mitch Moreland drove him in with a ground out. But that would be far from all the Sox would get off Andriese. Rafael Devers singled to lead off the second inning, and 2 outs later Nunez got his second single of the night, but he would pull up lame running to first. He came back from back spasms that made him miss Friday's game, but this was a different issue. He got kicked diving into second in the first inning on a steal, and then aggravated when he was running to first base in the second inning. He was pulled with a right knee contusion, and Xander Bogaerts, who had the day off originally, replaced him. After a Pedroia walk, Andrew Benintendi started off his strong night with a 2 RBI double off the monster to make it 5-0. After a Betts intentional walk, Mitch Moreland made the Rays pay with a 2 RBI double of his own off the monster as well to make it 7-0 for his second and third RBIs of the game. That would be all for Andriese, and Jose Alvarado came in, and Hanley Ramirez reached on a poor throw by Evan Longoria in the 8th run scored for Boston. In all, Andriese threw 1 2/3 innings, allowing 7 hits, 8 runs, 6 earned, and he threw 50 pitches. He fell to 5-3 on the year. Benintendi got his 3rd RBI of the night in the 3rd inning with a single, which capped Boston's scoring at 9, all in the first 3 innings. Bogaerts, Pedroia, and Benny all singled consecutively to score that run in the 3rd. While all that action was taking place, Sale was doing what he does best against poor teams. He was dealing. He allowed 2 base runners in the first, but shut them down 1-2-3 in the second with 2 strikeouts, and then induced a double play in the 3rd. He gave up a couple other scattered hits, but no Rays would cross the plate, and he finished his strong outing in the 6th inning with a 3-strikeout inning to strand 2 runners. He allowed 6 hits and 1 walk while adding to his league-leading strikeout total with 8 in his 6 frames. He would have no doubt gone longer in the game if it was close, but rest in September could never hurt. He now has 278 strikeouts on the season, and consequently, Red Sox pitchers set a franchise record tonight for strikeouts in a season with 1,363. That surpassed last year's total, which was also a record. Having Sale certainly helps out that total. Boston's bullpen preserved the shutout over the final 3 innings with a combination of Carson Smith in his second appearance, Heath Hembree, and Blaine Boyer. The pen has only allowed 1 run in its last 21 innings. That was certainly helped by the 13 innings of scoreless ball in the 19-inning game against the Yankees on Tuesday. The Rays had their bullpen saved a little bit as well by Austin Pruitt, who pitched 4 innings out of the pen. Speaking of saving, you can play FanDuel with no deposit required by going to FanDuel.com to claim your free contest and play for a share of $10,000. Just sign up using promo code RedSoxBeat. That's FanDuel.com, promo code RedSoxBeat, void where prohibited. Some notes from this one: 6 Sox hitters had 2 or more hits, as the team had 15 in all, and Benintendi had 3 of those with 3 RBI. Both Nunez and Bogaerts had 2 hits each, even though Nunez only played 2 innings, and Pedroia had 2 hits and also 2 walks while coming out in the 5th inning. Pedroia will still get tomorrow off as planned, even though he only played half the game. Nunez is doubtful to return tomorrow, but his injury is not serious, apparently. Sale now has the American League lead in victories again with his 16th. Boston's lead stays at 4.5 in the division as the Yankees also won today against Texas. The Sox 81-61 record puts them back 20 over 500. Boston will look to sweep the Rays on Sunday and win 5 straight when Rick Porcello takes the mound against Alex Cobb at 1:35 p.m. Lars Yesterby will prep you for the contest on our newsfeed. This has been Jess Thomas for CLNS.